Hey everyone, how's it going? Blue Orc 2792 here to continue my Let's Play of Divinity Dragon Commander. Oh, awesome. Okay, I think I may have figured out the problem. Because basically I just have to load it once and then basically go back to main menu so then I can reload again so I don't have to deal with that stupid, like, way too long load screen. Let's see what Prosper wants.
A bold move, Commander, to give undead women the vote, but an inspired one as well. To be pulled from behind the cooking fires and cast into the maelstrom of office will be daunting for them, but I have every faith they'll do all right.
Me too, Prosper. Yurik, you're probably pissed.
How dare you, Commander, to interfere with the will of the gods? Now it is women, emotional, irrational, vain,
You mean like you?
decide upon matters of state. We will be a laughing stock, downtrodden by the Seven, all because of you.
Oh no, Yurik. You did that on your own. I'm gonna visit the bar. Hey, Catherine, what's up?
The battle is lost and won, Commander. Victory and defeat make for incestuous lovers after the undead elections. The women triumphed, swept aside their toothless tyrants, wielding the brooms they were forced to sweep the floors with. Alas, that they do so very little with what they have been given, being as slavishly devoted to the divines as their earthly enslavers before them. But who knows? Change may yet come, and if it does, you will have been its instigator.
Hey, Edmund.
I must admit you settled that last engagement rather decisively, Commander. Death follows where the dragon drives.
Our conquest of Riverland is faring well, would you agree?
To a degree, yes. To an equal degree, no. Everything still lies in the balance, and you're the one to tip it in our favor, if you can.
Hey, Scarlet, how's it going?
Combat and carnage! Huzzah! You showed him, Commander.
Oh yeah, we did, Scarlet. Shall we be what do you say? Shall we be victorious in the end?
I'm starting to believe we may indeed pull it off, Commander. But we'll have to keep on striking hard and relentlessly.
Yes, we will. Henry.
Bloody good show, Commander. We kicked butt today, and firmly too.
What's your take on the war situation?
The war could still go either way, Commander. But if I were a betting man, and I am, having been dealt the hand you're holding, I'd go all in without looking back.
I'm gonna head to the throne room. What do they want with me this time?
Commander, if we elves think something is of supreme importance, it is the happiness of all people. For
Okay.
those with rejoicing hearts do no evil and look upon the world with kindness.
Okay.
We also believe they will fight harder for their country if pressed.
Yeah.
For a new overlord may not hold their welfare in high regard. Clearly
That
this
makes
will
sense.
benefit you in times of
I agree
need.
with that.
So, how can we increase the happiness of a huge part of your citizenry? By allowing them to form unions, so they can stand up for themselves better. What do you say?
So basically, will I allow the formation of unions? York?
Unions? What blasphemy. People shouldn't emancipate themselves in factories. They should prostrate themselves before the gods in the Seven's glorious temples. Let the people organize and they'll suddenly make all sorts of silly demands. Advocate not happiness, Commander, but humility.
Silvervein?
Typical elven wishy-washy nonsense. Unions indeed. Nothing but organized trouble, led by work-shy ne'er-do-wells. Don't you fall for Oberon's tricks, Commander.
Prospera?
It's not that the idea of unions offends me, Commander, but in times of war, we just cannot afford the side effect unions tend to bring about. Strikes, protests, you know the sort of thing. No, I advise against Oberon's proposal.
Trinkalo?
Frightfully bad idea, Commander. You allow unions, and before you know it, concerns about working conditions are raised. They'll shut down every arms factory we own. Won't make us imps any happier, that.
Yeah. I mean, in wartime it's a risk, but then again, those are the people that are making the weapons, they're making the vehicles, and the stuff that we need in order to basically bring order back in the chaotic world, and basically telling them to go F themselves is kind of a dick move. And basically look on in history, basically there's a reason why we have unions now. Well, in the US, there's a good reason why there are unions today. And I'm just gonna have to agree with Over on this one. Yes, for unions.
A triumph for the laborer. Let our enemies assail our lands now. People will fight for the liberties they have been granted, for they know slavery awaits if they do not.
I agree with you there. Yurik, you're pissed.
Oh, damn it, Commander. Only heathens join those filthy unions. They'll complain about donations to the Church of the Seven next. Is every 3 gold coins for every 10 they make really too much to ask?
I'd say 2 gold coins for every 10 they make, because you're already rich enough as it is. Silvervein, I know you're angry.
Just fantastic. Another bloody nuisance to deal with. But if any of those deadbeats dare to strike in any of my mills, I'll set the dogs on them and shout, "Go for their necks!"
Damn. Just damn. Like you're like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. Prospera?
Fine. Throw caution to the wind. But will you still feel the same when the ammunition loaders rise in protest on the very day you want to invade another province?
Trinculo?
Commander, such folly! You'll find out soon enough that if you give the riffraff a voice, it will only be used to carp, curse, and complain.
And I'm gonna head to the engineering bay. Hey,
How can I be of us?
let me check what you got. Let's see. Enhanced engines on the Devastators. Oh, and binoculars for my Juggernauts. I'll buy that. And that's all I'm gonna do right there. Head to the map. Alright. I'm gonna send my fleet order to blockade Carthan's other war factory. And I'm gonna start sending my guys down here. And actually, he doesn't really have a whole lot of units to protect him. Oh, he does have those hunters. Let's see. I could start creating bomber balloons. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Create some bomber balloons. So basically nothing Carthage can throw at me will be able to be repelled, because my blockade will be absolute. And I'm gonna start heading my guys up here. Early heading my transports up there. And I don't really think there's much I could do here. Oh, I could take this in place. Load you. And I think, yeah, that's all I can do. Well, now I see you're intent on trying to make war on me. You throw a hunter in there just willy-nilly? I'm gonna auto-resolve it. Because there was really nothing you could have done. I mean, that was just stupid. Elves form unions, go on strike during Formation Congress. Undead women rise to power, chaos fear in undead lands. The policy of the following consequences. Your empire's countries receive an entrenchment bonus of 10%. Oh, hey, Prospera.
By the silver scales of Scarilex, who does Lady Camilla think she is? She has to enforce the law, not stand above it. 12 jurors declare a defendant not guilty, and she has him executed. These are the tricks of a tyrant, Commander, and I hope you vehemently disapprove.
Tyranny comes in all forms, Prospera. Not always under just the one person in power. Best you remember that. I'm gonna head to the bar. Oh. Hey, Oberon. What's up?
I must admit, Commander, that your wife pleasantly surprised me by making such an unprecedented move during her last trial. I was sure she'd follow the jury and exonerate the savage that slew Alhana, for that was her name. Lady Camilla will be blessed during many a prayer vigil this night. We elves do not forget a kindness.
Hey, Edmund.
You fight with cunning, Commander, and you lead by example. Your example, of course, was I.
Nice talking to you. Hey, Catherine.
Were that I were the monarch and you the general, I'd kill for one of your powers, whereas you hardly have need of us.
Hey, Henry.
Your latest victory was awe-inspiring, Commander. The enemy trembled with fear.
I'm gonna head to the Queen's quarters. I think I'm needed there. Hey, sweetie. How you doing, Camilla?
You know, it is a curious sensation, husband of mine, to feel a sudden warmth invade my cold-blooded veins at the thought of having explored the edges of lawful conduct once more, and letting the horizons of the heart infringe upon what should be the purviews of the mind.
Oh, do continue.
Following my instincts, and therefore dismissing a jury based on no more than suspicions of bias, has set a precedent deemed dangerous by a good many of my colleagues. But never have I been more certain justice was served than when I heard the snap that heralded the breaking of the elf killer's neck upon his drop from the scaffold.
Huh. Good riddance for that a-hole.
Indeed. And now he's being served as a last meal to a gang of orcs on death row. So much for the steak they requested.
Oh, damn. You're getting more attractive every time I talk to you.
But enough of this frivolity. Prospera is displeased with my verdict, and I gather she's not the only one of my kin who is. Guess I'll just have to grin and bear it. Oberon, on the other hand, obviously rejoiced, though the sight of an elf rejoicing does little to alleviate my mood. No, it is
Yeah, I can help
a
with
letter I
that.
received from the dead girl's parents thanking me for my actions that dispelled any wry feelings I may have had about going against the letter of the law a second time. I did the right thing. I did the right thing.
You did the right thing, Camilla. That was just friggin' awesome of you. Did the right thing. Anyways, I'll head to the engineering bay. Probably head to the royal chamber.
Step by step, you bring us closer to our goal. An empire united in peace.
Let's see what your research has yield. Let's see. Let's see, I got... Oh, breaching fire and devastation. I need that. And that. I'm gonna head to the bridge. Strategy map. And I'm just gonna start... Wait, how many troops do you have here? I can basically just... So you got a trooper and 2 grenadiers here. I can send in 1 armor base to take over this little spot. My devastators to take over West Lanford with my troopers as cannon fodder. Move my guys south. And send you 4 over to deal with this invasion. And deal with this deal with Carthan before he can attack me. And I'm gonna buy some more, I don't know, either warships or, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna buy some more warships. Hold on. Actually, no, I'll just buy some right there. So I can buy an extra bomber balloon here. Send you down to capture this little spot. And I think that'll end my turn right there. Okay, apparently they didn't do anything in order to stop me. But let's see what's going to go on over here. Sybil is holding her own and wanting to pick a fight with me. Carthan's remaining fleet is still battling out with Sybil's. And now my little conflict here in Kalamagala? No. I already can make bomb blue, so I'll just waste that. Oh, I'm just gonna spend some mercenaries over here. And who can I use for like defensive? And of course it's Edmund. It requires 17 gold, and it's, I got 9 gold as a down payment, so blast him to pieces. And victory. Our men aboard the Raven. Many wonder if Emperor can keep it up. Insult the engineer. Dragon magic to counter enemy armor. Dragon's fireballs so powerful he might just blow himself up. Oh, hey, what's going on over here?
Ah, Henry. How his vagaries amuse me. A woman that rejects him must therefore not be interested in men, so goes his logic. As if one can blame any woman romanced by that buffoon to abstain from men forever.
Okay, hey, Catherine, what's going on?
You know I don't hold a high opinion of men in general, Commander.
That's
But
an
Henry
understatement.
does go out of his way to reaffirm what some would call my prejudices.
Huh.
I'm glad Scarlet saw the light and kicked him out of her bed. Even a girl as frivolous as her can do infinitely better.
Okay, I'm gonna head to see if is everyone okay? Edmund or Henry, what are you doing here?
What the hell is the matter with Scarlet? Here we're having some extracurricular horizontal recreation, and suddenly she bails on me. I tell you, she must have knocked her head against the door and started liking girls all of a sudden. No woman denies herself my affections from one moment to the next.
Okay, I'm gonna head to the chamber. Okay, there. Hey, Scarlet, what's the matter?
Damn that loudmouth, Henry. I'll emasculate him with a pair of pincers if he doesn't hold his tongue. We've been having a bit of fun, you know, casual-like, but now I told him that the fun's over, he's telling everyone I must be into girls all of a sudden because that's the only explanation for rejecting a true blue man like him. Filthy pig. How dare he? How? But... oh, fudge, what's the use? Why would I stand here and pretend to fool the dragon, the ruler of worlds? Never have I said this to anyone, Commander. But it is true. I am a lesbian. There. The die has been cast.
And that's the other reason why you can't have her as your wife. Unless you're a female player, then I wish my luck to you if you try to make like a mod out of this or something. But please continue, Scarlet.
When I was 16, you see, I first fell in love with another girl. But when my parents found out, they were furious. Threatened to disown me and sent me to military school. They vowed that if I'd show any sign of being attracted to another girl ever again, they'd never more show me kindness or affection.
Okay, that's just fucked up there. That is just fucked up. And the sad part is that is all too often.
That is the secret I've lived with ever since. I force myself to sleep with men, but it is all a farce. A hollow way of ever so shallowly satisfying hidden, unacknowledged needs. I was forced to live a life of lies, and believe me, I can handle it, but I can't bear to have my real nature dangled in front of me as a means of mockery.
But you've long carried this heavy secret with you, Scarlet. But it's safe with me, even though it's just bullshit you have to go through. That's just bullshit. I'll have a quiet word with Henry. For what it's worth, I do hope you'll find happiness one way or another, and just screw your parents if that's how they're gonna act. Okay, just screw them.
Thank you, Commander. To have your support means a great deal to me, more than you can imagine. Perhaps one day I'll be free to be who I am. We'll see.
I'll see to that, Scarlet. You back me up, and I'll back you up. But yeah, that whole thing is actually way too often than I would like to imagine. That it is way too often. And I'm serious, actually. I mean, young teenagers or kids that end up being kicked out of their house because apparently their parents just couldn't deal with it. Or, I mean, that's not parenting. That's not. That's just bullshit. That's what that is. I could go on a rant, but I really just want to. I can just keep saying it's bullshit because it is supreme bullshit, and because it does happen way too often. And look at me, I'm repeating myself. Okay, it's bullshit. I'm gonna end it there. Anyways, bomber balloon passive. Bomb dropped by bomber balloon explode with greater force and damage to enemies in a 200-meter radius. Or Juggernaut Imp Bunker Buster. I'm gonna go with enhanced explosives on the bomber balloons. Head over to the bridge and see what's going on here. Let's see, what can I do? Well, I could start loading up an army to basically take Carthon. Pop in some Juggernauts to reinforce the blockade, which I'll eventually use to attack Carthon itself. And I'll end my turn here. Damn it. Over Carthon to step it up. Emperor caught with intimate conversation with General Scarlet. She leaves a flutter, has affair with Dragon. Oh man. Rivallon times. Hey Edmund.
I've noticed a peculiar change in Scarlet, Commander. She seems happier somehow. Less prone to take rash decisions in combat. She's almost of value to us. Wouldn't that be a treat?
Hey, Catherine.
I know Scarlet shared something with you, Commander. Something deeply personal, and it's not hard for me to guess what that something was. It gladdens me to see that you have treated her with respect. So very unmanly of you.
Huh?
That's a compliment, by the way.
Thanks. I'm having a drink. Hey Henry.
Don't worry, Commander. I didn't breathe another word about Scarlet and her ways.
That's good
It's a
to
relief
know.
to know I was right all along, though. When a woman
Oh.
says no to me, we all know what that means. Not interested in men. Period.
Of course, Henry. Of course. Hey Scarlet, how you doing?
When I see your face, it is like a beacon of light, Commander. Such is the relief that I have a person to confide in, that it feels as if I have been pushing a boulder uphill all my life, and that now I can finally let it go. Watch it tumble downhill and out of sight. Glory be to the Emperor, whom I may call my friend.
Yeah. You're my friend too, Scarlet. It appears I'm needing the throne room. Let's see what they want.
Commander, I'd like to raise a delicate issue regarding the imps. You see, there's just too many of them. They procreate so quickly, they put the rabbits to shame. And if we don't do something about it, there will be 2 of their number for every single elf or dwarf or lizard. Curtail their expansion, I say. Families of 5 should be their limit.
Will you enforce an imp family planning policy? York?
Oberon's quite right, Commander. Those heathen demonic pests breed
Oh,
like sin in a brothel, and the result is just as diseased. I'd have them all wiped out, but for the moment I'll settle for a mere reduction of their number.
You know, I'm making Oberon's case appealing. Silvervein?
Oberon oversteps his bounds, Commander. The family is a holy institution. Let no man mingle with a family's private affairs.
Prospera?
It shocks me a free-spirited elf could advocate state control over the number of children one is or is not allowed to have. Lizards too hatch many eggs in one sitting, so to speak. Huh? Are we Oberon's next target, perhaps?
Trinculo?
What is all this elven claptrap? How dare he utter such rot? An impish family isn't complete until Nipper number 22 comes along.
Let's see, what are my overviews so far? Okay, I'm not gonna be happy with Yorick, but I'm bashing heads with Yorick all the damn time, so it's not gonna mean a damn thing. But the dwarves and the imps, I do need a little more support. But basically, Oberon's logic kind of fails because I see more imps die every day. We're in the Divinity universe, in this game's universe, imps easily die. In case you haven't realized that. That's why the imp, I didn't get to see an impish princess, because she blew herself up. So I think they're stabilizing them, or they're managing their little population situation quite well. So I'm going to say no, dear Oberon, I'm not enforcing an imp family planning policy.
Commander, a single rat is just a cute animal. A large mouse, no more. But unleash them by the hundreds and thousands, and what are they? Pests. And why? Merely because of their number and the inconvenience that number causes. That is what imps will be. Pests.
That's kind of racist of you, Oberon. I expected out of Silver and Oberon, but... I mean, Yorick, but Oberon, you surprised me.
Oh, bother. These fellows are like lice, Commander. You see one of them jump about the place, and the next thing you know, there's a dozen of them, rendering everybody else annoyed and itchy.
Good show, Commander. It's an unthinkable thing indeed for the government to regulate the affairs of the bedroom. I already regard tax collectors as violators of my privacy, let alone sex inspectors.
Oh man, I pray we never have to deal with that. Prospera?
Wise of you, Commander. You know how lizards' tails stir in indignation when the government tries to influence matters of personal freedom and responsibility. Proposals such as Oberon's stir me so vehemently I seem to suffer from nervous tics.
Huh. Hey, Trinculo.
Darn tootin', Commander. Set that ruddy elf straight. Too many imps indeed. We're only half as tall as the rest. We deserve to have strength in numbers.
Well, you blow yourselves up, so it's not really gonna be that numerous. I'm gonna head to the engineering bay. Let's see what he got for me. Anything in the advanced department? Nope, don't look like it. Alright, kind of overdue to get Hunter some anti-air technology. And... I think that's all I can need, all I want from there. I'm gonna head to the Royal Chamber and see what he's got for me.
Praise be that I know gladly.
Let's see. Oh, Scales of Steel. Harden the scales, permanently increasing my armor. Awesome. I'm gonna head to the bridge and see what's going on over here. Okay, they're really just starting to be annoying now. Now I'm gonna have to take their asses down because they're being an annoying pain in the ass. Let's see, I don't really have any units around here, so I'm gonna have to make the best of this. Pop in some Devastators, some Hunters, some Shamans, and some Grenadiers as well. And they'll be able to take care of this invasion force. And these will hold off Carthan's possible invasion. And I'm going to take care of Sybil's remaining fleet. And I'm going to end my turn right here. Looks like you're planning some sort of attack. What kind of attack? I have no idea. I'm gonna auto resolve, and down goes your Juggernaut. I'm gonna have to cripple you before you get any more powerful. And I'm gonna end this video right here. I hope you people enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to subscribe. And until then, I'll see you guys next time.